In baptism, God calls us to work for peace and justice in the world. We work for peace by striving to be grace givers, by extending forgiveness to those who have hurt us, by making efforts to mend broken relationships. Working for peace is something we can do on our own. Peacemaking can be an individual, personal effort. Justice is trickier. Justice involves standing up to the unfair and inequitable systems that exist in our community and world. Justice often means working to influence lawmakers and others in our community and state who hold the power, who make the decisions, who continue to make choices that benefit some people while oppressing others. Effective justice work requires lots of people. Justice work is about building people power. As individuals, we have the power to make a positive impact on others. As a congregation, we have more power together to effect positive change in the world. As a collection of congregations, we have even more power to make systemic changes that lead to life and liberation for those whose needs are often overlooked, for those who are often oppressed and marginalized because of their race, their gender, their sexual orientation, their socioeconomic status, and or their mental health struggles. Goal: Greenville Organized for Accountable Leadership is a growing collection of faith communities committed to making Greenville a more fair, more equitable place for all people. Goal is comprised of a group of diverse faith communities that includes a Jewish synagogue, the local Unitarian Universalist Fellowship, a group from the Baha'i Faith, and Christian congregations from the Baptist, Lutheran, Methodist, Presbyterian, Catholic, and Episcopal traditions. In spite of our differences, we are standing together to work for justice in Greenville. We are standing in the gap for those in our community who do not have a voice, whose voices go unheard and whose pleas go unanswered. We join together as one voice for justice. I'm reaching out to ask for your help. I'm reaching out to invite you to attend Goal's second annual Nehemiah Action, which will take place this Monday, April 15th, from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Bethlehem Baptist Church in Simpsonville. Hundreds of justice seekers will gather on Monday evening to speak truth to power, to ask members of both City Council and County Council to not just maintain, but to increase funding for affordable housing. We will also be appealing to South Carolina lawmakers to not only continue, but to increase funding for the 988 crisis line. Together, we made progress last year, but more work needs to be done. Together, we can increase our efforts to make Greenville a more fair, more equitable, more just community for all. Will you join me on Monday evening? Will you show up to help us speak truth to power, to stand together as we ask our elected officials to do more for the least of these in Greenville? This is holy work. This is sacred work. This is God's work. And to do this work well, we need you. We need you to show up with us, to stand up with us, to speak out with us. If you will accept my invitation to attend Goal's Nehemiah Action this Monday at Bethlehem Baptist in Simpsonville, please reach out to me or email or text my colleague, Angie McCormack. There's still a few spaces available on the Trinity bus if you'd like to meet here at church and travel together. Micah 6:8 says this: "What does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." Let's keep the faith. Let's show up on Monday to join our voices together to work to fulfill God's dream of justice for all people.